Okay, round 2, we're on the play again, thankfully, because our deck is a bit slow. Alright, 2 lands, but I'm going to keep it. We have our main colors. If we find a third land, we're at least in morph territory. But yeah, this hand could have some problems. I think the main reason I'm keeping it is because we're running 18 lands. So there's a pretty good chance we're drawing a land for at least over the next couple turns. But yes, we need at least 1 land, and to be honest, we're going to need more than that if we're going to eventually get to the point where we can play all this stuff. But I think I would prefer to morph out the pet first because I can unmorph it for 2. But I guess if he's a high removal deck, I'd much rather morph out this first. Because if I morph out the Abomination, then if he kills it, I can at least either hard cast Sidisi's pet or morph it out and then unmorph it. So basically, first and foremost, I need a land. Doesn't even have to be blue. I'll settle for any land. I would prefer it to be blue, but I'll settle for any land. All right. Step 1 complete. All right, so we've got our land. We're up against green. If I don't see a kill spell, might need to morph out the Abomination first. Tempt him to kill it. Oof. Dig Through Time looks ugly in this hand. Okay. Well, I'm going to swing into his morph. Oh, didn't miss a land drop. That's a good sign. So let's just swing with our morph. And I think I'm actually going to hard cast the Sidisi's pet. That's a pretty good trade for us, actually. All right, I'm going to hard cast Sidisi's pet. You might be wondering why, but it's because I can use Grim Contest right away. I just don't want to pay the extra 2 mana. Like if I draw a morph, I'd like to be able to morph. I want a Grim Contest right away if I have to. I don't know. I want it to be out of like range of a lot of different kill spells too. Well, he's just a mana away from unmorphing. He doesn't have blue mana either. So he's playing Teamer. I think I'm just going to Grim Contest. And the main reason I'm doing this is he can unmorph next turn, so it feels like the right thing to do. Well, couldn't unmorph next turn, but I still did need to get the Woolly Loxodon threat off the table. So now we're just a land away from Throttle. We also can cast the Longshot Squad. So like I could have cast Longshot Squad there, but I don't regret killing his morph. Bear's Companion, it's kind of a big deal. Guess I can eventually throttle his bear, but for now I think we're just going to cast the Longshot Squad and pass. I think we're just going to take a bit of damage from the bear, but that's all right. I probably throttle the bear too. I can handle him having a 2/2, but him having the 4/4 is going to be a bit of a big deal. Certainly not blocking, even though I could double block. It's too dangerous. If I draw a land, then I can double block and kill the thing in response. Might need to throttle that instead. Alright, well, unfortunately not drawing land now, which is certainly an issue. 5th land is really important too, because we need to morph plus Outlast. This is a tough spot now. I'm not exactly sure what we do. We can't cast Throttle. We're going to take too much damage. Yeah, we're in a pretty difficult spot now. I'm not exactly sure what to do. Can't really afford to take a bajillion damage next turn. He's going to 10 us, which is pretty insane. 3 cards in hand. Yeah, not being able to cast Throttle is really going to cost us just a tremendous amount of tempo this turn, unfortunately. I could just long shot squad, pump, and then I can block his prowess next turn. That really doesn't help us that much if he has any spell. I don't know. I think we're just in one of those really bad spots. I might just take 10 because I can't play around tricks. Could turn into 12 or any sort of pump spell, and I guess we're damn near dead. Like Awaken the Bear on Dragon Style Twins turns into... What does that turn into? 14? Jeez. Become immense and we're just dead. He just kills us if I don't block anything. That's tough. I don't know what to do here. Kind of in a tricky spot. Hunt the Weak. Yeah, it's pretty awful for us, but we're missing land drops, so not much I can do about it. Alright, I think we just take 8. Certainly don't want to take 8, but what can I do? Alright, still missing land drops. I think at this point we're just going to lose. I'm calling it. If we're not going to draw a land a couple turns in a row, we definitely hinged on drawing the land there. I mean, he actually gave us a chance to get out of that situation there by drawing a land, but not drawing the land there is just too devastating to recover from, I think. We're just absolutely way too far behind now. Okay. So I guess the plan is... I don't know. See how he swings, I guess. I could triple block bear or lose everything of substance on my side. I think I'd triple block. I'm left with pet. This could... It's still one more... I mean, if he has a pump spell here, we're dead, but we're dead regardless at this point. So yeah, we lose everything. 2 for 1 ourselves. Guess we gain a little bit of life, but we're still just in a really bad spot. So I need a mana. Could not need a mana any more than I possibly could now. Like, just dead without mana. Yep, we are dead. So missed too many land drops, which is unfortunate since we're running 18 and we only saw 4 in the top 15. But these things happen. Our deck's relatively weak, so I have to accept it. Pretty unhappy, though. I feel like we actually could have mounted a recovery despite the multiple turns of land loss if we just hit a land there. But way too many turns without lands. And this is why this deck is an 18 land deck, though. So, yep, we are absolutely dead, sir. You got us in every way, shape, form possible. All right, so we're extremely dead, which is not very fun, but unfun things do happen in Magic, and you have to accept them when they do. Ooh, our opponent's deck looks sweet. He happened to manifest his rare, too. That's sick. All right, I don't feel confident anymore after that match just because I lost a lot of morale, but if we win, I'll get my morale back. So maybe Rakshas's Secret's good against him since he's got all the fatties. Could be. Like I said, our deck's pretty poor. Mediocre. It's about, I said it was 5 out of 10, which is absolutely true. It's very mediocre. It's very slow. Packs 2 and 3, we were looking for 2-drops, and I believe saw none, right? Is that right? When I was drafting packs 2 and 3, my entire plan was pick up parapets, but cheap creatures, and we saw none. Well, we saw some, but they were terrible. Like, we saw plenty of Kintry, whatever his face, the 1-drop 1/1 regen dude, but maybe he would have been okay for here, but he's too much of a mana sink. I don't like him. Do I want a Secret? Our opponent's deck is relatively expensive. I almost want to just cut the dig through time. It's just probably too greedy. I'd rather have like a Shambling Attendance, which can actually block his dudes. I think I'm going to make that swap, which maybe means I don't need the 6th blue source. But we've gone a couple games now where we didn't see any blue sources, so maybe we'll just bring it in anyway. Yeah, I don't feel very confident about this match, but if we can draw lands, maybe I'll feel more confident if we draw lands. If we don't draw lands, yeah, I don't feel very confident. But all right, let's draw some lands. What more can I say? So now we're definitely getting punished for the 6th island, but that's all right. We'll keep it anyway. We do at least have a turn 3 Hooded Assassin. Which, if I draw a forest in the meantime, I can go Hooded Assassin to a Lifelinker, so that could pan out well for us. There we go. So I almost want to do Beastmaster first, but I'm not sure that's going to work. I guess it could, though, if he doesn't have a... Yeah, it's probably right to do the Beastmaster, because if he doesn't play a creature here, we just get a card, which is just insane. I mean, granted, he could have removal, but whatever. All right, Force Away for no value. Yes, I can get behind that. The value of turning off a card draw for me seems worth it. All right, it's got a 3/3. Is it tied or just greatest? Or tied, yeah, that's pretty sweet. So now we'll drop the Kinguard. Missing land drops again, which is unfortunate, but it's all right. Let's see here. We'll take the 3. Cruise Shock, yeah, so he's back into better territory than I. All right, we did get our 5th land. That helps. What do I do here? I don't know. Hooded Assassin to get lifelink. Still not going to draw a card every turn. Can't cast Attendance. Can throttle, but not until next turn. I guess I can... that actually works. I guess we play Hooded Assassin. I get the lifelink. Upkeep next turn. I throttle the Cruise Shock and hope he doesn't play a higher toughness guy. I think that might be the best I got. I think I'm gonna block here. I feel like he's gonna do something spicy, but what can you do? All right. Well, he had Awaken the Bear. What can you do? He would have used that when I tried to throttle anyway. So at least he's done with his turn. I can upkeep, throttle, and I think I still draw the card. So we'll get rid of that. Draw. Did get an extra card, so that worked out. Next turn I can cast Shambling Attendance, which holds down the ground relatively well. Guess we get in for 4 then. Oh, the Whisper paid off for him? All right. That's okay. So don't get to draw there. Too many fatties, unfortunately, in our opponent's deck. Let's just play the attendance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Might have to end up taking the damage from the Colossedon. but I'm not sure on that. I can also trade and then draw if he has nothing, but I've got so many fatties to play, I think I'm just going to trade. It's not a great trade, but it's not a bad trade either. I mean, taking 6 seems dangerous. All right, Tusker's unfortunately pretty bad news for us, but what can you do? He's going to eat our guys. Opponent's got a good deck. He's got a substantially better deck than we do. We are tremendously slow, so I'm very unimpressed with our deck at the moment, but what can you do? So I've got 7 mana, which means I guess I can go Flock plus Fight for the 2-for-1. Two for 1 on myself, of course. So 7 mana. Hardcast this plus Grim Contest. 1 card left. Yeah, that's probably the correct play. I mean, granted, he gets to swing with his other stuff, but I think this is correct. So I'm not going to let him... Yeah, I think we just go for the 2-for-1 ourselves here. I don't want to wait and then have him pump and just kill us. So he is going to get to swing with his Manifest, but... Oh, wait, he doesn't even kill our Flock. What am I talking about? Well, that worked out perfect then. The old Monastery Flock versus Avalanche Tusker play. All right, Willie Loxodon is a pretty big threat. I love how he's managed to avoid our Beastmaster like the entire time. It's kind of funny, actually. I guess we'll just, yeah, we'll leave up the throttle and this takes it down to, that kind of sucks, actually. I lose my Beastmaster to a Loxodon? I don't like that. I don't like taking a hit from a Loxodon either. 1 card left in our opponent's hand. Let me think. Do I play the Aerialist? And then take a 6... Could chump with the Assassin, I guess. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do this. I think we just chump block with Assassin, because the Flock blocks the Manifest better. I don't want to just take a 6-hit here, because we die to, like, become immense. Could have Hunt the Weak. Can't do nothing about that. Oof. Heel Cutter, huh? Oh, he's just going balls to the wall. All right. What's your balls to the wall play, my friend? River Rail Aerialist cannot block. Well, in that case, trade this thing. Take 7, go to 4. All right. We're in a pretty bad spot, but not dead yet. If we draw a land... Oh, you got more plays? Jeez. Quit playing things, my friend. You have far too many good plays every turn. All right. Still don't get to draw stuff, which is unfortunate. Bitter Revelation is like the worst draw I could actually have, I think. Yeah, I'm going to call it. Bitter Revelation is the worst draw I could have had there. It absolutely is dreadfully terrible for us right now. Could not ask for a worse draw. That is infuriatingly bad. Well, I think I'm just at the point where I'm going to chump block with my Flock. So I'm going to actually... I could throttle the Loxodon, but I need like more defense now, unfortunately. It's just one of those unfortunate things where I need more blockers. So I'm going to have to chump block his Loxodon. Really want him to miss here. Really need our opponent to miss so we can start to get some card advantage. So chump block, Flock, Loxodon. River Wheel, if he, I don't think he swings everything. I guess I can double block Loxodon too and hope he didn't top deck something. Yeah, that's actually okay. Because then we go back to drawing a card. So I guess our best play is double block the Loxodon. Hopefully he didn't just draw Hunt the Weak. I really hope he didn't draw Hunt the Weak. All right, no attacks. That's good. He didn't miss, though. All right, he's got a morph. It's acceptable. All right, let's see what we draw here. Land. Unfortunately, not in a great position to attack. Don't know what his other morph is. Could just throttle it. I want to get in with my Abomination. I just really can't. I would ditch Bitter Revelation. I can't go to 2. Can't play it and go to 2 anymore. It's just too far from being useful. Bitter Revelation is probably pretty awful in our deck, actually. Even though it's 18 lands, just we're too slow to play a card that I have to pay life for. If I had any sort of early player lifelink, it'd be better. I guess I do have a little bit of lifelink, but I guess we just, well, do I even need to play a land? Probably not. I guess we just pass. We're going to have to find some way to out top deck our opponent. Seems pretty challenging. It's probably a Pine Walker too, in which case maybe I should just throttle it. Probably as a Pine Walker. Guess I just throttle. Can I even afford it? I double block, block Manifest, take 4, I die. That doesn't work very well. Oh boy, this is a nasty situation, real nasty. I don't like this at all. Guess I throttle morph now. I don't want to, but I'm in a pretty bad spot. Oh, yeah. I forgot about the Whisper. Well, glaring misplay on my part, so I definitely deserve a loss there. So double block Loxodon, or maybe now I think we have to, yeah, we're in just a terrible spot. That was like the worst play I possibly could have done. Totally forgot about the blanked on the Whisper of the Wilds. Horrible misplay. All right, so let's see if I can recover from my horrible, horrendously bad misplay. So this, let's just, you're gone. Eat these. Block, flock, take 1. All right, still in a pretty horrendously bad spot, but I guess it could have been worse considering my horrible misplay. That was actually a good draw. Let's drop this guy. And pass. I mean, granted, I have to chump block again, but I mean, he's forcing me to chump block here, so it does suck. It still definitely sucks, but guess we'll chump with our worst guy, and then we'll double block here. Well, Pet does something. Maybe we strike the fear of God in him. Sad thing is I feel like I could have won if I actually played my throttle in a competent way. Seems so ballsy that he would attack with Pine Walker, but clearly have to double block here. Well, let's get a little bit of lifelink. So we get to get rid of his blue source too? I guess that helps. Oh, that is funny. So we're definitely dead unless I draw something. Well, it is something. Bitter Revelation is such an infuriating card to look at right now. It's so infuriating. Such an awful card to have in my hand. That's pretty fascinating. I think we're going to hold it. I think we're going to need it. So yeah, he's got unmorph mana once again. I can't do much about that. Yep. All right. Guess we chill. Oh, wait, he deals damage equal to his toughness. So that means I would gain 4 life. Maybe I'll end up doing it to the Heart Piercer. I could see that paying off. So yeah, Grim Contest with Sidisi's Pet makes me gain 4 life. That's pretty good, actually. Guess we'll just pass. Let's see what he unmorphs. Oh, he's chilling on it. Okay. Interesting. All right. Let's so block morph and this. And he's unfortunately forced to do this. That's weird. Oh, the hexproof. Yeah, because we don't get to... All right. Unfortunately, that doesn't work out well for us. So we lose. Pretty embarrassing fashion. Still very embarrassed about my play. I played absolutely incorrectly in an idiotic fashion. So deserved loss. Definitely deserved a loss here. Our deck was still substantially worse than our opponents. I'm pretty unhappy with our deck in general, which I absolutely rated it correctly in the beginning, 5 out of 10. It's a pretty poor deck. It's very slow. Hinges on having high toughness guys early, which we just don't have. So this deck just needed parapets to be better. Hopefully we can get a win in the finals, but I'm not even going to be upset or, you know, bitter about a loss in the finals. This deck is very mediocre and poor, so just would not be surprised at all to go 1-2 with it. I think it's a 1-2 deck. It really is. So yes, lost there. Poor play on my part with a poor deck. Never really what you want to do. Bitter Revelation, worst card to draw in that situation. Not very good in our deck, it turns out, even though we do have the Delve spells. Dig Through Times. I think this deck's just too speculative. So, in retrospect, didn't pan out very well. Wish I could have drafted it differently, but I really was hoping we could see some cheap, high-toughness guys. That just really did not come to fruition at all, unfortunately. All right, we'll see you in the finals. Hopefully we get another victory.